Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Level Up Pup Gaming. So, you know what this is. Just doing some farming. It's going to be a pretty boring episode. Apologize. Not pushing forward in the game. Just getting my character ready for the madness that is the end game and the DLCs. Because I heard they are quite ferocious. Like some bosses are harder than some Elden Ring bosses, so we don't got that much left of the game. And my character is nowhere near like completely finished, so just like with Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2 I got up to like almost level like 178 or something like that. My character was finished by the end of the game, but yeah, we're almost done and I'm nowhere near. Like the attack attributes are really low, so just gonna level up. Nope. Level up our attack attributes, maybe like 4 or 2 or 3 levels each probably or something like that. I know we got a new farm, but I don't know how to do that new farm yet. It looks pretty complicated. So we're just gonna do this one. So yeah, really sorry. I know this is super boring to watch me just killing the same things over and over again. But tomorrow we'll push in, do the end game and DLCs. Well, we'll start the DLCs. I heard the DLCs are extremely difficult, which they always have been. DLC and DS1, DS2 were absolutely brutal, but I guess this one is pretty unforgiving. It takes a lot of people a long time to get through it, so I'm expecting at least a few more streams out of it. Should be fun. What was that? Arch Peak Dragon or Dragon Arch Peak or whatever was absolutely brutalizing me yesterday. What was that place called? Yeah, Arch Dragon Peak. Oh man, that place was rough. Not as rough as Undying the Undying. Man, that was a hard fight. Hey Terry, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I feel really bad that I'm not going to be able to finish Undertale. I'll come back to it. I'm going to leave it for kind of like one of those games where we're looking for something to do, you know, and I need something new to stream. We'll come back and try the Undying again. It's probably going to take me way too many streams to get through that genocide run. That is absolutely brutal on me. Me being dyslexic, it's just like, yeah. I feel defeated, like ashamed. I couldn't get past it. That's why Armor Core 6 was really hard for me too. It was just too much flying at me at once and I just get confused way too easily and eat it. It's like, man, I suck. But, I don't know, maybe one day. We come back to it here and there. Maybe someday I'll get past it. We'll finish the genocide run, we'll see. So I really want to see the rest of the lore, but man, that fight was absolutely brutal. Kind of made me feel better that I looked up a video of somebody beating Undying the Undying, and the top comment was, Undying the Undying is the real hero because she stopped me from completing the genocide run. And that comment had like 30,000 likes with like 400 comments being like, yep, me too. Never finished the genocide run. I just stopped at Undying the Undying because I could not beat her. So I'm glad I'm not the only one in the boat. But that just makes me want to beat her even more. Just so I can have that under my belt. Be like, yeah, I did the genocide run. It was impossible. I'll never do it again. We'll see. Maybe in the future. Boop! Oh man, it still hit me. Oh, you know what? I forgot we have this. Snap, let's put that on. That'll save us some time. Sweet. That actually helps a bunch. Oh, I'm not embered. It's crazy. I was wondering why my health is kind of low. Yeah, I was dying a lot last episode. It was getting really, really brutal. No touch. Which DS is your favorite so far? Man, really hate it when people ask me that question because I'm scared I'm just gonna make someone mad or something like that. But so far, I'm loving DS3. It is tons of fun, but just for me, my opinion, my taste, I really, really liked DS2. So far, Dark Souls 2 is my favorite Dark Souls. Now, I haven't finished this one yet, but just from the feel of it and the just the tone of it, I don't know, something about Dark Souls 2 just kind of hit me a little bit closer to home for some reason than DS1 or DS3 has. For me, I think the order goes DS2, DS3, DS1 for my favorite Dark Souls, and I know that'll piss a lot of people off, so yeah, I'm scared to answer that question, but there's the honest truth. I loved Dark Souls 2. I thought it was an incredible game. Oh, whoa, buddy. Didn't know you were up. Scared the crap out of me. I'm sure maybe if I play this... Oh, whoops. Maybe if I play this a bit more, you know, I'll probably prefer this over the other Dark Souls, but... Man, Dark Souls 2 was just so much fun. At least for me. It's strange some people don't like DS1, 3. And some people... Oh, crap. Kill these guys real quick. Strange, some people like DS1, 3, and some people like 2, but don't like the others. I personally like 1 and 3. That is interesting. 1 and 3, they feel very similar. You can definitely tell Miyazaki was like back at the helm for some reason. I'm not too sure, you know, I haven't really done an analysis of it, but yeah, playing DS1 and then going to DS3, it felt very much like that, you know, we're even going back into the same areas and stuff. It's like DS2 just had everything that was new. There's like very few callbacks to the actual Dark Souls world. You know, it was like an expansion to it. So this is like we're going back in time or something like that. You know, Painted World and Orlando, all that stuff. But everything I did in DS2, I loved the atmosphere. Whoops. Love the characters. I mean, the only gripe I had with DS2 is just the non-stop gang fights. It was just absurd. The bosses obviously were probably, for me, the weak point of the entire game. Except for the DLC bosses. The DLC bosses were awesome. They did a really good job with those. I didn't even play through DS2. Oh, snap. I lost my motivation after a while. But I want to beat it someday. Dude, you should. It is such an incredible game. But just make sure you take your time. If you try and rush through it like you do with Elden Ring or anything else, it's going to make you pay. Make you pay hard for it. You have to be a patient gamer, even more so with DS2. But I swear, man, as I was like farming out the levels and like clearing them out so I could have clean runbacks to the boss door, it just shocked me how easy it was to learn enemy placement and stuff and figure out the best way to clear it. And it's like, even if I didn't clear it out and make the enemy stop despawning, like after just running through to the boss door like 3 times, I realized it only takes like a few minutes to get back to each boss. And it's really not as hard as everybody says because they're trying to rush through it. They're just trying to run without fighting the enemies, and then they get absolutely swarmed and destroyed. And it's like, yep, that's kind of the point. They want you to chill out and relax. Take it easy. Yeah, I don't know. DS2 just blew me away. But then again, I'm a pretty old school gamer. I was blown away by PlayStation games back in the 90s, you know? So seeing stuff like this, it's hard for me to find things to hate. Gaming is absolutely incredible now. And then I see videos that's like, is gaming dying? It's like, man, Can't believe people actually feel this. 'Cause to me, it's like we got the best games ever right now. Knock it off. Oh, whoa, I missed. Yeah. None of this even holds a candle to Elden Ring, though. Elden Ring is like a masterpiece in my mind. I can't wait to get back into it. I got so much work to do in Elden Ring. It's gonna be so much fun. We're in level 1, Pirate Run. Oh crap! That was close. Pirate Run. We got the no death run to do. The walkthrough. Yeah, I got tons of work in Elden Ring. It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. PlayStation games are still cool. Currently playing. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that was bad. Ow, that hurt. Currently playing free PS2 games on emulator, although I have a PS2. The game's just too expensive, and I can't even support the devs by used game. Yeah, no, that's fair, dude. I have all the PlayStation 1 games on a laptop, so I totally understand it. I never judge anybody for emulating, but I do kind of, I guess it makes sense if you can't afford it, but for people that have money and they just, like my brother does it, he can totally buy a game, but he will just pirate it anyways, no matter who makes it, and it's just like, come on, man. But he's always been good at that stuff. He's been pirating stuff ever since Napster. If you don't know what Napster is, go ahead and look up Napster. It was the very, very, very first music sharing program. Came out in like 1997 or something like that. The guy that made it, Sean Parker, he was actually a part of making Facebook when Facebook started. And, yeah, he kind of started the whole entire pirating scene. There would not be a Pirate Bay, LimeWire, all those programs wouldn't exist without Napster. Napster was the OG, and me and my brothers used it to download so much music. And then the music industry sued Napster, and Sean Parker had to pay like something like $100 million back or something like that, and they just declared bankruptcy instead. It was a crazy story. Yeah, it's like if you can afford the games, it's like go ahead and support the devs, buy it. I know it sucks that Sony gets a cut or whatever, but it's the only way you can send them some money, and help them out. Support them for the work that they did. I pirated mini games in the past when I was a kid and I didn't have money. Yeah, that makes sense. But now I very rarely do it. But yeah, I don't judge anybody that's just like, dude, I don't got the money to support them, but I want to play the game. It's like, that's fair. That's fair enough. Just don't sell it, for profit. That's the only thing. It's like, as long as you don't do that, then go ahead, pirate your heart out. It's like, I don't judge people that are like, I can't pay for the movies, but I want to see it, so I pirated the movie. It's like, that's totally reasonable. But if you got the funds to support the artist, do it. Ugh. Or on the other case, if like the game is so rare, like you said before, like if you wanted to play Chrono Trigger for Super Nintendo, Chrono Trigger cartridge is like somewhere around $1,100 right now. And again, like you said, it's not going back to the person that made the game. It's just going to a random person that wants to charge $1,100 for an old game. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of hard. Hard to contend with that. Yeah, let's go to 200,000, see how many level ups we can get. comes out so fast. Yeah, this makes it so much quicker having this item. So we can just bone back to the fire and then run back. Oh, I feel so ashamed I can't beat can't beat the genocide run. Just makes me want to beat it even more. Man, that arrow attack, I just like it. Even when I tried to focus, I like squinted my eyes and I was like, right, I gotta just look for the red dots, and just nope, nothing worked. It just looked like a complete blur in my eyes. Like somebody was having like Chinese text just fly before me and trying to get me to read it super fast. It's like, nope, that's not gonna work. My brain can't even comprehend it. But I guess that's the sweet spot of it, is if you can beat it, you know. My friend often pirates games to test them, but sometimes complains about many games not having a demo, and I agree with him. You know, I've never actually like played a lot of demos, and the demos I did play, I like really didn't enjoy. I'm trying to think of a demo that I played that I was like, man, this didn't even compare to when the game actually launched. Actually, yeah, I think I played a demo of Resident Evil 5, and it was just so bad that I wasn't even like interested in playing it when it actually came out. And then when it came out, it was actually like super fun. And I was like, well, that's weird. Why'd the demos suck so much? So yeah, I never really paid attention to demos or anything. Just like everybody with Night Rain, they're like, oh, this looks horrible and stuff. It's like, dude, it's just a network test. Like, they're not going to show us everything in the game in a network test. Calm down. So yeah, sometimes I don't know if demos are always the best thing or not. Then again, like, I'm the kind of gamer that doesn't, you know anything about developing and graphics and stuff and what makes like a really good game. Genocide has been stopped by the righteous hero and died. Undertale is saved, man. She was brutal. It's just that arrow attack. Like the other attacks I can, you know, learn to deal with and stuff. It was just those, then it's like, alright, I just gotta get good. But that arrow attack just felt like impossible to try and even learn, you know? It didn't make any sense. And then to add the arrows, the yellow arrows flying backwards and stuff, it was like, man, this is just pure luck if I get through it. And I don't like that. You know, you guys know I don't like RNG. I know it's skill, but to me, it was so confusing that it was just like, I'm gonna have to depend on just getting lucky and typing the right inputs at the right time. But to me, it's not a thing of skill. For me, you know, I know for other people it is, but for me, it would just be me just, oh, I got it, pure luck. I felt the same way when I was playing pool with my brother. Every time I would hit a ball into a pocket, I'd be like, all right, I want to hit this ball into that pocket. And every time I did it, I would go, holy crap, I can't believe that went in. Just because I didn't think it was going to happen. Like, I felt like I didn't have that much control over it, so when it actually happens, it freaks me out. Let's get out of here, go level up. And so I just felt that was going to be the way with me getting through the rest of the genocide run, which I will try again in the future, I promise.
Welcome home.
That's not the last of Undertale you've seen, but it is for a while, though.
Very well, then touch taken up.
Okay.
Manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire, burrow deep within, retreating.
Wow, only took 22 minutes. Yep, I'm gonna take my strength and dexterity up to 30, I think. This is gonna be brutal, but let's do it.
Farewell, Ashen One.
I'm not even gonna spend these souls. I'm just gonna keep them. because we're so close to the end game. We just have like, I think 2 or 3 more bosses in the base game, and then the DLCs, and it's like I can't even. I'm not even near level 150 yet, so yeah, let's level up a little bit more. Where's my thing? Just a minute, there it is. If you have a strong setup, then a demo is not necessary. My friend has okay, 1050 Ti and a 10th Gen 13 or i3. So games may not run that smooth. That makes sense, yeah. Which is weird because my brother, I started playing Elden Ring on my 3060, and if I went to 1440, my 3060 would screech. It would literally go, and I was like, oh crap, I guess it doesn't like 1440p. And so my brother started playing Elden Ring, and I was like, how far did you get? What did you do? And he was like, oh, I went to do this, and the guy on the gold horse, you know, killed me a bunch of times, and I was like, what'd you think? He was like, oh, it's pretty interesting, you know, I might get into it after my semester's over and stuff. And so I asked him about the specs. I was like, what frame rate did you play it on? He was like, I put it on 1440p. And I was like, what kind of graphics card do you have? He was like, 2050 or something. I was like, what in the world? How did you get that? Like, that kind of quality out of such a... Like, my graphics card is more powerful and it can't handle it. And he's like, well, I had to go into BIOS and change this and change that. I set this setting to this. I'm like, jeez. There's so much I don't know about computers. It's disgusting. And I think Pinecone, he did the same thing. He's running Elden Ring at 2K, and he's got like a 2080 or something. It's like, what? That's insane. Makes me feel stupid for buying a 4080. But I love this 4080. I mean, come on. The stream looks pretty good, right? For a small page, doing it at 2K, that's not too bad, right? That's why I bought it. You know, I just wanted a system that was like, it's going to handle it, no question. I didn't want, you know, any like, oh, well, you know, it's kind of hard for these graphics. Like, no, I wanted it to be like, hey, can I do it at 2K? Yep, you can do anything. I can do it at 4K if I wanted. But not a lot of people have the ability to watch 4K, so that's why I do it at 2K instead. Unless you're like watching it on TV or something like that. Like most people that are watching it on computer, they're not going to have the ability to even watch 4K, so... Ashen 1's work is never done. I think it's not impossible for you to beat her, although I'm not sure how dyslexia works. It just makes you learn certain things harder, right? You're not able to learn them. I'm not sure exactly what the definition of it is. It's just that when things are similar, like when they're almost identical, but they're not, it's impossible for me to tell it apart. Like, I cannot read music. If you put a sheet of music in front of me and you're like, which note is that? It's like the lines, the 6 lines that it's on, plus the note looking so similar to like another note. I can't. I tried doing it. I failed the music class because I just can't read music. And I tried to learn binary in this computer class and I just can't do it. I would mess up the ones and zeros. I can't. If there's not a tally mark in between the numbers to like tell me that it's 1,000, 100,000, like I can't read it. If you're to tell me like, hey, count this number 100 quadrillion and it's like 1 plus 20 zeros, I can't count the zeros. I have to put marks in between the zeros in order for me to identify how many zeros there are, because my brain just mixes it all together. And it's horrible. I mispronounce words and stuff. Like, yeah, if they're too similar or too close, then it's just I can't. And that's why I have trouble spelling necessary, because I can't remember if it's 2 C's or 2 S's, because every time I look at the word, it just kind of blurs together. And so doing that Undying fight, it was just like, whoa! It's impossible. It literally felt impossible for me. Just specifically the arrow attack, where the arrows came in, you had to put the little pad on the right side. It was just the red flashes too quick, and the blue is, there's too many blue arrows. I don't know which way they're coming from. It was just like, oh, this is making me feel like I want to throw up. There's nothing I can do but get good. But if I do ever beat Undying in future Undertale streams, it'll just be me getting absolutely the best possible placement on my fingers, pressing the right buttons at the right time, because I can't go level up. I can't buy any more healing items that are more powerful. That would help if it like healed me to full health. Then I might be able to beat her. Because I got her down to half health, but it's just like I have to take turns healing like twice just to get back to full health, and I can't dodge the attacks for the heals, so it's just like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Even the dude that beat her, I think he only healed twice in the fight that I watched, and he used, I think, he used something that healed him to like 45. I think he used the butterscotch pie and the snowman or something. So yeah, he used some rare items to get by her, and even people said it in the comment. They were like, "You're gonna wish you kept that pie for future fights." So it's like, even if I do beat her with using a good healing item, I guess I just will screw myself over for fighting Sans and stuff. So it's just like, oh man, guess there's no choice but to just get good. And it's a different kind of get good for that game, you know, as opposed to this game. While the enemy attack patterns are fast, they eventually make sense, but Undyne, man, that's if I got to learn her patterns, it's going to take me months. I have a feeling I'll be stuck on Undyne for quite a while, so that's the reason I'm going to step away from the game. I feel really bad, but I got too many other games to play and stuff, so it's like, I think it's a good thing to leave for later when I'm like looking for stuff to play. And it's like, alright, well I got Undyne, I can go back to her and let's do some streams with that. But it's just going to be suffering, I know it will. But it's cool, you know, I like there being a challenge like that out there that will take me a long time to get through. But to hear that other people also just gave up because they couldn't get past Undyne the Undyne made me feel better. And I wasn't the only one. Because that was, yeah, that was ferocious, man. And to hear that Sans is even worse, it's like, how? That's crazy. Let me ask you this, is Sans harder than the last boss, like Asgore? That's insanity. Sans is harder, oh my gosh. So he's just straight up the hardest boss in Undertale. Which is kind of interesting too. I kind of felt that way when I was playing the pacifist run. I don't know if it was just me, but it kind of felt like they kind of padded it for you, and like they're like the fight with Flowey. It's like no matter how many times you died, they just let you go back to the fight right at the point that you died and keep going. And so I kind of felt like cheated out of that. It was like, I kind of wanted to actually die a little bit and have to try it again, but it felt like the pacifist run kind of like helped you get through it. And then the genocide run is just like, ha, figure it out, dude. Suffer, because you're doing bad stuff. This is your punishment. Which makes sense. That's fair. I just didn't know it was going to be that hard. I knew it was going to be hard, but I just didn't understand, you know, what people were talking about because I hadn't seen the fights. But now that I've seen Undyne the Undying, it's like, man, this is like, feels like it's like a joke, like they're just trying to kill you. And but then I see somebody beat it and it's like, alright, I just suck. Either way, it's an incredible RPG. Absolutely incredible. Especially for an independent game, yeah, beautiful, very well written. The artwork is incredible, the characters are incredible, the dialogue, the music, oh my gosh, the music, so good. So I can see it, and now, well, I kind of want to go down that rabbit hole again, because I stopped the video, because it started getting into actual gameplay and stuff, but I have this video, it's like 30 minutes long, about just how big the fandom is for that game. And I kind of want to dig into that, but it's just like, ugh, maybe I should just wait. Experience the lore if I get through it. Ah, punk. Don't touch me. Oh, you know what? Let's actually play around with some other weapons. Oh, but we can't do that if we're... Yeah, never mind, because I can't use this if we're... Let's play around with this. Oh, wait, I'm gonna... Okay, I can two-hand it. That's so awesome. I love it. Let's give this a shot. I don't think it's going to be as powerful as our other sword because it's not fully upgraded, but... Oh, can we coat this? Please tell me we can coat it. Please tell me we can coat this. Please, 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 please. Oh, killing me. Come on, Dark Souls. Man, I wish we could coat this. Oof, it's 4:10 a.m. I probably go to sleep. Bye-bye. Have a nice stream. Thanks, HK, man. You have yourself a wonderful night. Get some good sleep, man. Take care. Dang! Like the reach. Reach is nice. Yeah, it's just not as strong as the other sword because I haven't upgraded it fully. Oh crap. Oh, no way. Got a follow-up. I didn't realize that. Oh, that's so cool. That's a cool weapon. I don't think I can even use Fugs yet. Alright, so what do I need? It's about 56. It's 3 levels each. So 5. 150. It's about 300k. Alright. Rest. Yeah, probably 2 more episodes left for this, and then we'll get back into Elden Ring. Hoping 2 more episodes. Right at the start of the next episode, we're fighting Nameless King, so that should be fun. And then we got a few more base game bosses, and then the DLCs, and the last boss. So almost done. Which is why I'm gonna level up extra. Just because we're almost done. It's like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this build by the end of the game. Yeah, sorry this is such a boring stream. I do apologize. But for everybody that stops by and watches it, hope you're doing well. Hope life's treating you good. Nope. That should be enough to level up our strength. Let's go see. Excuse me, waifu.
Welcome her. Speak. Very well. Then touch. Take nourish.
Sweet. Alright, got that up to 30. Now let's get dexterity up to 30. Hello. I'm at the Ring City battling Gale. Awesome. What's up, Drillhorn? Thanks for stopping in. Not sure what that fight is. I haven't been to the Ring City yet. I think that's one of the DLCs. So I'm going to be doing that in the next few episodes. But hope you're doing good. Hope you beat him. I have no idea what is in the DLC except for Sister Freed. It's the only one I know. Yeah, this game is wild. Whoa, I didn't think I'd hit him. He's weak to frost, which is why I'll use Freed's Great Scythe. Nice. The only thing I got with frost on it right now is the hammer. Which looks really cool, but I don't think I'll get enough stones to upgrade it to use it. Probably just going to end up using this. 'Cause this sword is awesome. But man, I want to try those spears really bad. Might give those a go before the end of the episode, just to see what they're like. Oop. Gimme, gimme. I wish these stacked with the shield. That'd be so cool. Farmin', farmin', farmin'. Oh, you punk. I'll farm sunlight metals once I beat Gale to acquire Great Lightning Spear. Ooh, that sounds cool. One second. Jeez, I just thought I heard something like crackling like a machine or something like that, and it just turned out it was my TV. I was watching YouTube on my TV, and it switched from one video to another, and that's where the noise is coming from. It's freaking me out. What? Outrageous. Should be one level up. 2 more to go. I dropped an item. Yeah, there's a bunch of weapons I didn't get to try out in the Dark Souls series that I really wanted to. Felt kind of bad. Like, in my Dark Souls 1 run, I picked up a Black Knight sword. It was like the very first sword that I picked up, the first Black Knight that I killed. And once I upgraded that, it was stronger than any other weapon, so I just stuck with that. Even though I was a quality build, the only thing that I used my dexterity for was my bow. Otherwise, I fought literally every single boss with just the, well, that's not true. I fought Gravelord Nito with this Holy Silver Knight Spear, just because it had holy damage on it. So I forgot about that. Yeah, I went through the catacombs with a Holy Spear. But then I just went right back to the Black Knight Sword. So it's basically just less of a quality run and more of a, whatchamacallit, strength run. And then in Dark Souls 2, I used the Santir Spear, which doesn't really scale with anything. Doesn't have any requirements either. That was more of a quality weapon, I'd say. It's like a twin blade and a halberd mixed in one. That was such a good weapon. I wish it was in this one. Man, durability is a joke in this game. In DS1, I was like constantly buying repair powders because I'd run out of... it was so long before you get to a bonfire and my weapons and my armor were breaking, but I haven't had anything come close to breaking in this game. Nothing. Not once have I seen your weapon's at risk. And I've gone quite a while without seeing bonfires too. It's crazy. I mean, look at this. I'm fighting these guys and look at how much my durability's gone down. It's like it looks like it's almost at full. It's crazy. Look at that. It's like hasn't even touched the durability. It's crazy. But then I bet if I use the weapon art, it might. Oh yeah, that ate some. But it's so small. That's nuts to me. Gimme, gimme. Alright, dig right 2 level ups. There's 1 more to go. Go up to 200k and that should do it. I cannot believe how much I've enjoyed playing Souls games on controller. It's crazy. I thought it was going to be torture, but it's actually tons of fun. But I'll still play Elden Ring on mouse and keyboard all day long. And Sekiro. But Dark Souls, yeah, I'm going to keep that on controller. And of course I'll have to play Bloodborne and Demon Souls on controller because they're PlayStation only. Oops. I'm also really confused at why Bloodborne is capped at 30 frames per second. Need to look into that. I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm just hearing that people dislike that and they wish they could play it at 60 frames. It's like, I wonder why it's stuck at 30. Oof. Nearly there. Do this a few more times. Just give us a little bit extra to buy some supplies. That will do it. We'll be ready for the next episode. What are you guys doing? Come on. Weird. Alright, 2 more times. Hey James, hello. The hell did I walk into? Hello pup. Hey chat. Hey Phoenix, what's up man? I'm just doing some farming for the next episode tomorrow. Just trying to get my levels up, buy some supplies, and then we'll be good to go. 'Cause the next episode is going to be brutal. Absolutely brutal. We got Nameless King right at the start, and then we got the DLCs, plus whatever is left in the base game up until the last boss, so yeah, next few episodes of this are going to be pretty intense for me. But we're at the end game, almost done. And then we can hop back into Elden Ring. Grinding up, yep. Doing the little farming. Which I don't mind. I know it's super boring content though, I apologize. That's why I'm titling it different and stuff, because we're not progressing in the story. And I know that this is not fun to watch, but I figure if I'm going to be on playing a game, I might as well stream it, no matter how boring it is. Just accumulate those hours and add another video to the library. Have a fruitful farm then. We RNG smile on thee. Thanks. We're almost done here. This is the last one. Then we're going to go level up and buy supplies, and then I'm going to go to bed. Oh, crap. Ooh. Gimme. How did what's his name's stream go? Did he ever end up beating the Brotherhood? Hyperbolic? Or is he still stuck on that fight? That fight is not very good, man. Gang fights are not fun. They are horrible. Alright, we're done here. Either way, I'll be here hanging out. Right on, man. Thanks. I tend to do these things offline. Yeah, I did too for a while, but it's like, man, sometimes I'll spend like 2 hours in a game doing some work and farming, and it's like, man, I should have been online streaming that just for the accumulation of hours, you know, put in the work. Let's see, is this the lightning one? Yeah, lightning. Okay, let's level up.
Welcome, speak. Very well, then take note.
There it is. Boom. We're all up at 30. I'm gonna take these two up to 30. This up to 40. It's 4, 30, 6, 9, and 20 more levels. It's 29 more levels, man. We're not even gonna touch 150. That's crazy. See, that's why this makes sense. Look at where my levels are at. The soft cap is at 40 for like almost everything. So if I took this all the way up to Vigor at 40 and my attack attributes at 40, we're only at like level 129. So the meta being 150 makes sense. because it gives you so much more room to work with. But to say that the meta should be 150 in Dark Souls 2 or in Elden Ring is absolutely crazy, because you have a lot more. I mean, you have to get up to 60 to hit the soft caps in Elden Ring, and in DS2 you had the ADP stat. So it's like, if you wanted to do a 150 build, you have to sacrifice something. You either have to have no vigor or no endurance, or just one of your attributes you got to leave alone, because yeah, you're always gonna go past. I think I finished Dark Souls 2 at like 178 or something like that.
It is good, wasn't he?
So I think the meta in these games, in Elden Ring and DS2, should be 200, because that gives you enough room to work around with stuff. Oh, we got a Titanite slab. Nice. Upgrade our bow to max. That's what's up. Titanite scale. Do I need that for anything else? I think so. Just twinkling for that. That needs a slab. I'm not going to use it though. Chunks. Slab. No, that needs a slab.
Pretty be careful.
Yeah, I'm not going to get to 50. No way I'm going to get to 50 to use the Fug Sword. We don't got enough game left. Man, I wish poison was stronger in this game. We got arrows. And by poison darts, they were better, but poison is just not very. It's very lackluster in this game for some reason. It's brutal in DS1 and DS2, but in this, like, nothing gets poisoned. Let's see. Put that away. Put that away. Might play around with everything. I'll put Fugs away, even though I really want to use it. Put these shields away. Okay. Let's go see Patches and buy some bombs and call it a stream. And eventually, after 1.5 hours, finally got it. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to roll into you.
Well, I just...
Get maxed out on poison arrows. Ooh, almost maxed out on bombs. Alrighty. Tomorrow, the start of the episode, we will be fighting the Nameless King, which should be absolutely brutal for me. So if you don't like me and you want to watch me get my butt whooped over and over, come hang out. Because I heard the Nameless King is like the hardest boss in this entire game. So, should be fun. Here we are. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Alright, you guys. I hope you have a great night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Until the next one, please be kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other. The world really, really needs it. I love you guys. I'll see you later.